Welcome to Beyond The Playbook. Today, we've got someone exciting, someone who's played for the Super Eagles joining us. I'm Femi Faraway. Kelvin Ikirite is here.
Right here.
He'll be telling us about his experience with the national team and everything that has happened and what it's like to look forward to a national or continental tournament. We'll talk about the World Cup and the Africa Cup of Nations and see what his family will produce for the next generation. So without wasting any much of our time, let's say a big welcome to Sam Sodje, former Nigerian international. He comes from a long line of Sodje families that have played football professionally. For those who remember the Bandana brother, right, in the 2002 FIFA World Cup, Osimhen Sodje, he played with Taribo West in that Super Eagles defense. Sam Sodje also featured for the Super Eagles, had a few caps. There was a brother, Akpo Sodje, yeah. So it's good to welcome you, Sam, today with us. We're just going to go straight into it. So the whole drama around the old bonus for the Super Eagles, what did you make of it?
No. As the ex-player, I kind of had a clue what happened. I'll be, hypocrite if I say I'll do something different. I think they probably lost trust for the NFF. I don't think anything like that should be happening. 2025. It has been going on for a long time, but it's a disgrace. The disgrace that. These players have to go through it. People might not understand. Yes, we all want to go to the World Cup. I know the fans will be saying, the timing is wrong. No, it's never wrong because it's a job for them. And I think the NFF should really take blame for that.
But the fans have every right to demand their team be one of the 48 at the World Cup. Now, the Super Eagles fought for their money, which we all agree is their right.
Yeah.
Super Eagles have fought for their money. That's their right. But they did not go or get the ticket for the World Cup. What would you now say if you were in that position as a footballer, knowing that the fans were expecting you to pick the ticket?
No. I think we lost the whole ticket. Not just now, not just the day they played. That ticket was lost probably a year, 2 years ago. Until you guys understand where football in Nigeria is, you understand that we didn't lose the ticket because these boys went on strike or because they didn't win. We lost the ticket a long time ago, and we'll keep losing the ticket until we get things right. So to answer your question about the players, they've got no chance. If we had gone to the World Cup, it would have been a disaster anyway. We shouldn't be going to the World Cup. The way things have been done, we shouldn't be going. As a fan, I want to watch us in the World Cup, but as a typical technical football man, we've got no chance. We've got no right to be at the World Cup. No right.
I was going to ask you that now that we're out of the running for the World Cup, we have turned attention to the Africa Cup of Nations 2025. That's what everyone is talking. And people are saying some players in that team do not deserve to be there. What do you make of this? And which of these players should we start removing from the national team to rebuild?
My answers to your questions will probably not what you want to know. We shouldn't be talking about. We're jumping gun. The AFCON is a distraction to us. I wish we didn't qualify for the AFCON because we are low. We are low. We can't get any lower than this. Yes, there's some players that probably don't need to be there because they didn't perform well, and some players overweight. Believe it or not, I won't mention name, but yes, I can say about players. But when it comes to playing for the national team, we are really struggling technically, and from the NFF, it's so bad. I don't think you guys know how bad it is. If a president or a former president can come up and say, or let's put it this way, if a country can accept a coach, I'm not talking about his technical know-how, just a coach should say, a Nigerian national team, Super Eagles, lost a game because of voodoo, yeah, and you guys are still talking about AFCON, yeah, it shows to you how low we are. That is a sackable offense to say that. So, talking about players, we're not there. We're not there to talk about players. We should sort ourselves out first. We've got a former. I hate talking about it, but I will talk about it because it's no more the NFF president. But when you get a former president that is coming on, and you media guys are giving him the platform to say that he was successful because we won against Poland, we won against Argentina in his tenure. When you hear that, I don't know how you guys feel. I feel disgusted. Like, I'm a Jew.
A friendly game.
I'm a Jew.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? So it is on my place. I don't know. It seems like I'm criticizing him, but I thought that he didn't do well at all. So he has left. So I thought there's no need of calling his name or putting blame. Really struggling. I'm surprised we're talking about football. This is not about the players now. It's about restructuring football in Nigeria. You're shocking it.
So you talked about, you said something about you would have wanted a situation where we didn't even qualify for the AFCON. Don't you think this would have been more of a heavy pill for the fans to swallow? Because the AFCON is kind of like something we've qualified for the AFCON. Okay, let's see what the players can do over there at the AFCON. Let's just use that as consolation.
Yeah. From a fan, I want us to go to the AFCON. I want to watch Nigeria regardless of where we're playing. From a fan point of view. So I get your points. Yeah. Yes. From a fan, we want to go to the AFCON and watch the AFCON. You're asking me, and the reason you're talking to me now because I'm an ex-international. I know my stuff. I played in some big clubs. I know football, and that's why I'm talking to you right now. So I'm talking from a professional point of view. From a professional side of view, the AFCON is a disaster. Is a distraction to us. Yeah. Hopefully we can go and win it. Hopefully, and for a fan, we'll be happy. But that is not even what is going on in Nigerian football. What is going on in Nigerian football now is deeper than going to the AFCON. So, I'm speechless. I don't know how we can even take people, giving them the platform to even still talk. It's really, really bad. We are in a very bad situation, and I don't think the government or the fans know how bad we are.
If you get the opportunity right now, because from all those things you're saying, I can sense the passion and the pain that comes with it, right? If you had the opportunity to be the Nigerian Football Federation president today, what are some of those things you would love to change in Nigerian football?
First of all, without the players, without playing on the pitch, you've not got a job as a FIFA, as an NFF president. There's no job. So the first thing you do, you have to sort it technically of getting the youth system to work properly first. Yeah, you have to get the local league and a structure. There have to be a structure before you start thinking about winning. Before you start thinking about the Super Eagles, or before you start thinking about what the FIFA gives to you, money or anything. You have to have a structure. So to answer your question about what will I do, I will make sure that the age group, the players, what we need to become Nigeria, to become technically sound, has to be in place before we start talking about how to be an NFF president. So yes, that's what I would do. I will make sure that we get our age group, the under-17s, the local league, the under-20s, and the national team on the pitch, the worst of the players first, before I start talking about being an NFF president. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, making a lot of sense, yes.
Yeah, well, I was going to go forward, but Nigeria's wala is plenty. The truth is that we start today like this. We probably will not finish the whole of today talking about the problems Nigeria has, but we also have some very good things, right? And that determination Nigeria always puts forward has seen us develop and produce some very good players. One of such players, Victor Osimhen. Everybody talks about Victor Osimhen every single time. How would you describe Victor Osimhen?
Incredible. He fights really hard. You can tell he wants to win, and not just for Nigeria, even for his football clubs. He's a hard worker. He's a talented player. He's a goal scorer. So he has done really well for himself, and he's trying to do the same for Nigeria. We just need the platform for him to be able to excel. The likes of Rashidi Yekini are top players because they had so many good players around them. So if we're going to talk about Osimhen, and he doesn't have the right team around him, we'll probably just lose him for the next, he might play for the next 4 or 5 years. He might not achieve what he should be achieving playing for Nigeria because he doesn't have the players to do that for him.
What do you make of the story? Everybody says that, look, without Osimhen, we don't play well. So is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Because we saw what happened during the qualifying phase. Without Osimhen, we struggled. Osimhen comes in and we play well. And Osimhen leaves the last game. And again, the same thing just went flat. What do you make of it?
Nothing wrong with that. People think that's a negative thing. There's nothing wrong with that. having a top man that influences game is a good thing for football, for any team. But you have to contribute. Everyone has to contribute towards the team winning. The goals have to be shared around. But there's nothing wrong with having a one-man team. There's nothing wrong with that. But how long will you go with having a one-man team? How long do you want to do that? So that's why a country like Nigeria shouldn't be a one-man team.
So I have this question, right? It's just an aside, right? You were a defender. Would you have been able to defend against a player like Victor Osimhen? Or how would you...
It'll be tough. It'll be tough, but it'll be tough, but I'm sure you watch me play. People like Osimhen is sometimes you want to play against those kind of players sometimes. You know exactly what you're getting. Yeah, I've played against some top strikers, but if I tell you the one I struggle against, you'd be like, what? So people like Osimhen, from the way I play, I'll probably do a decent job against him. But what I'm trying to say, people are different. Like I would struggle from a different kind of player because I was quick. I was rugged. I could jump. I could head the ball. So my problem was a different kind of player. As like Osimhen type of player, I'll probably cope a little bit with him. But I struggle with the ones that use their brain, the tricky ones that, those ones, those I struggle with because you won't believe who I struggle with. You'll be like, wow. And I play against some top strikers.
Yeah.
Tell us, what did you struggle against?
You might know him. By the way, I played against the Henrys, the Ronaldos, the Wayne Rooneys. I played against some top strikers, but I struggled against a player called Kevin Phillips.
Yeah, Bolton Wanderers. Yeah.
Wow.
From Sunderland. Then he was my teammate at West Brom.
Kelvin Phillips.
Oh, there's Kevin Phillips.
Yes, he was top scorer, I think, 1 year in the Premier League, right?
Yeah,
Very,
and he was my teammate. Not a lot of players. Not the quickest. Couldn't jump, but he just used his brain. It was just tricky. He works with your brain, and if you get the chance, he will put it away. But when you play with like likes of Osimhen, don't get me wrong, Osimhen, it will be hard to play against. But people are different. People get different kind of struggle. So I thought I would have coped with Osimhen a little bit because I'll be offering. If you watch the game yesterday with Chelsea against Barcelona, you won't believe the left back for Chelsea would do a good job against Lamar. You won't believe it. But it's a different kind of player will give him problem. So players are different. My kind of player, to answer your question, my kind of player was that kind of player the way Osimhen plays. Let's die, let's fight, blah 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 blah. So I'll probably cope with him. But anyway, he's a good player. He's a very good player.
I was just going to take you through players that you faced off, and you played in the Premier League for quite a number of clubs, right? One of them that I really like was Leeds United, and you featured for Leeds. But what's your message, if you have one, for people or Nigerians who say, oh, the Premier League is just all
balls.
There's no technicality. You played in the Premier League. How tough was it to play in that league?
I thought the same. I thought the Premier League was hype until I played. Played a couple of games in the Premier League. Listen, the quality in the Premier League and the pace in the Premier League is so hard. And that's why you get the likes of the Yobos, the Michaels that play so many games in the Premier League. You have to get them respect. Because the pace, there's no space. You're always running. And when you give the chance, because I played the Champions, the Champions League for the Champions Championship for a while. Yeah, for a while. I played a lot of games. Yeah? So the difference with the Premier League is you can't give people 20 yards of space, 20 yards, 30 yards. They'll put in the top corner. They'll put in top bin. So it's easy to say it when you're watching it. Until you play, you will know how tough it is. I think I played an away game against Man United, and I couldn't believe how tough and strong Wayne Rooney was. It was just incredible. He just played against strikers on the top game. And to answer your question about the quality of the Premier League, until you play in the Premier League, you probably not rate it, but it's a tough league, a tough league.
All right, so you've told us about a couple of games already. You've mentioned Kelvin Phillips. You've also mentioned Wayne Rooney. But which venue really rocked for you when you went there to play a football game? Can you tell us one experience you had playing in the Premier League and how excited, let's use the word excited.
Hey, listen. I was born in London, yeah. I came back to Nigeria when I was like 4. So I grew up in Warri. So I'm a typical Warri boy. People might see me as British, but I'm a typical Warri. So I grew up in Warri. I left when I was like 19. So the strong guy, I never say die. But listen, when you go to Liverpool, Anfield, yeah, you understand what playing away game is. Listen, I've played in Old Trafford, Chelsea. I've played top stadiums. I've played everywhere, yeah? Anfield is a different feeling. It's like on top of you. People don't understand. To go to Anfield, the first 10 minutes there, oh boy, you cut your heart out to. The first 10 minutes is like crazy. They squeeze your neck. Once you can get through the first 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then you can settle down. But the Anfield, I think, not just England, in Europe, Anfield is a very hard place to go to play football. It's very hard. The fans are real fans, man. It's always in your head. So when I was going to Anfield, I was thinking, listen, I'm going to be worried. Basically, I never fear. But trust me, not that I was scared, but you can know that match you won't play.
So what do you think about what Arne Slot is going through right now? Because look, Liverpool are not playing good football. And like you mentioned, the fans never hide their mouths.
Yeah.
They'll talk.
They're talking.
What do you think?
It's confidence. Football, sports is all about confidence. Once you lose your confidence, the top player, the best players. But that's when you differentiate, a good player from a great player from a, extraordinary top player. Confidence is everything. Bro, you play some games, yeah, you can't wait for the game to finish, man, because you're thinking, I'm not really the guy that I thought I was. I think what's happening with Liverpool right now is confidence. Because it's the same players, it's the same Van Dijk, it's the same players. So the confidence right now is so low that when you go down, you're thinking, oh my God, how do I get back? But when you got confidence, and even when you go 2 goals down, you believe that you can still win. So I think he is confident with what's happening to them right now.
You think that Arsenal will win the Premier League this season?
I personally think now, in England, every time you can only judge after Christmas. But the way things are going, I think Arsenal has mixed it up. They've mixed, the tough guys, they dig in the battle now. What they were lacking before was that after Christmas, hard-stored games where you have to battle after Christmas, during the Christmas times. But I think they've got it together now. And not just they will win it, I think other teams are making it easy for them, because other teams are like dropping points for them, making it easy. But don't take anything away from this Arsenal team. The squad is incredible. We all know what the squad is like. So for the first time, they are confident regardless of who's playing. So yeah, Arsenal's got a big chance. If they can't win this year, my brother, it's going to be a tough, man. So I think Arsenal might just do it.
So basically, right, I think it's still very, very difficult. You're saying Arsenal they're just a few points ahead of others.
I think
and
about 6.
Yeah, about six-ish. And, other clubs, Man City might still come back. I know Man City is close. They're just waiting around, just waiting, just like they did at the second season, right? Then they wait, then they come in and sting you. Man City can still do that. And it's still not Christmas yet. So we can't really they're doing well. But I think it's too early to start saying, oh.
No, I agree with you. What I'm trying to say is, in previous years, the way Arsenal, I think 2 seasons ago, they were like 15 points ahead and they lost them. The difference is the way they play. The way they play right now, yeah, is different from before. Before, you can roll them over. Away games, you can bully them. Right now, I don't think you can bully Arsenal. They've got the big boys. They will dig in, So at home, they've made Emirates, a forest for you to play. It's like scary for you to play. So that's the difference. I agree with you. People will always judge them from what has happened before. But the difference is, if you know your football, you will know the way they play now. Yeah, it's so different from the way they were playing before. Right now, they've got the flair, but they've got the boys at the back and Rice as well that will dig in. They will dig in to battle.
All right, so I was going to go through, I mentioned that you come from a footballing family. Quite a lot of your family members played for Nigeria, played in the Premier League. What's the experience like for you guys when you all meet up, right? You're talking to your older brothers. All of you played for the national team. You've played football at that level. What's it like in the being a Sodje? What's it like?
But hold on. To also buttress that question, right? Where's the next generation of the Sodjes?
You go wait first. No go first ask.
No. Now let's just you should answer them. We don't have time. Let's answer together.
I can't even believe you're asking that what's the next generation. The next generation is already coming. We've got like I've got like 4 nephews already playing. Man City, Orange. I've got 4 nephews already that they're already professionals. So I'm an old man now. You know, the next generation is already there. Top players. And guess what? I'll surprise you. The best one is not even out. The best one, wow. Yeah, I was good. Efe was very good. AFCON was very good. Yeah, but the best Sodje is yet to come. I've seen him play. It's ridiculous. You know, so the next generation, to answer your question, is already out. You know, so just watch out for the next generation.
Is it what position? What position?
Is it the position we're lacking majorly? Don't tell me defense again.
No, we got a top player. Efe's son is a defender. He'll be a top player. But there's another one. His name is Samuel as well. He's a left footer. He's a top. I don't want to say too much. You know, sometimes you leave it.
No, don't leave it.
No, don't leave it. Is he a midfielder? He's a midfielder. No, he's a midfielder stroke winger. So winger stroke. So let's allow him enjoy his football, but with his mentality or the mentality that they have right now, it's a typical Sodje mentality, and you can tell they will go all the way. They will go all the way, 100%. And not because they're my family members. It's just I know when I see a player that is hungry, that will go all the way.
Are they going to play for Nigeria, or are they going to play for England?
The difference, like I said to you before, I even though I was born in London, I came to Nigeria. So growing up, my heroes was the Okochas, the Omokachis, the Odysseus, the Kanus. So that was me. This new generation, they've never been to Nigeria, you know, but they thrive off myself and Efe, who played for Nigeria, and they love the whole Nigerian. And for the first time, what I'm happy is attracting Nigerian-born players in the UK, because the way we've got lots of them. So the chances of them playing for Nigeria is there. But don't blame them, because they grew up in the UK, and you just never know. Eze was one time about to play for Nigeria, now he's the top man for England. So, but listen, I'll be bending some people's hand to make sure they play for Nigeria.
Kelvin, she know they worry you.
What's happen?
She know they worry you.
Because I know play ball.
She know they worry you. Are you not ashamed of yourself?
See, I was actually a good player in school. In college, I was actually a very, very good player. But injury no give me rest.
Kevin, lie.
Ask around now. Go to Unibank. Go to Unibank.
Do you know why they say injuries is to worry young players?
Why? They play too hard.
They play too hard. Let's leave it at that, because I know it's not me that will let them ban this podcast. I just started
so small.
But if you want more of our content, you can follow us on social media. You can also get this content live on social media. We urge you to like, share, and subscribe. There'll be more coming through, and hopefully we'll try to get more footballers talk about their experience. They're playing this, it'll be good. So we help shame Kelvin a little more. Why he wasted time playing.
Must play hard.
Human being wasted time playing. Human being.
Play hard.
And when you're not playing hard, you're putting on your long socks. You're putting on long socks to cover your legs.
Oh, now you know, man.
Also, cover your leg. Not your legs, your leg.
You idiot.
We gotta go, man. If you enjoy what you said, please join us next time. We've got more right here from Beyond the Playbook.